Greetings and welcome back to Mega Man X. I'm gonna say Lord Virtuous because I'm not used to just saying Virtuous yet. So, but I am Lord Virtuous also, just in case. So last time we got Cold, we defeated Chill Penguin, we got the boots. We're moving on to Storm Eagle. Yes, I don't have his weakness, but anyway. That's what I do. I do it this way because I like to get most of the armor pieces. I don't know, just because I just do. This is how I've been playing it. I can kind of usually get on that first one, but I guess I not. Bastard. Anyway. So over here, we're going to get our first heart piece over here. We just take a leap of faith. Go on there. And that's our first heart piece. So we will get 8 heart pieces. And for some reason I have to say that platform maneuvering thing is... I am very lucky there, actually. So I seem to have a little bit more trouble with this for some reason. There we go. So we got Airport 1001. Now for the longest time I actually didn't know you can actually go up here and go this way. But, you know, I thought I usually just got this thing from the back, like going up these platforms. So, and that's how I got that sub-tank. I was going to say energy tank, but it's not an energy tank, it's a sub-tank. Okay, so I'm just going to get hit by this guy because I don't want to... And yes, I'm going to die. Because my momentum went down, and you know it's going to happen. Am I gonna play this flawlessly? I like to think so, but fortunately, it's not going to happen. All right, so back here we got Airport 101. I say 101, but it's not 101. So the major thing here is that you got different levels of shot, I guess. And I'm not just talking about like your basic shot. I'm just gonna get hit. So see, sometimes, and you will actually see me doing this in a normal Mega Man run, not going on, you know, incredibly hard difficulty, is that I am a sucker for punishment. And we're going to go down here because, you know, might as well. Is that I'm a sucker for punishment. I rather take the hit than deal with the crap that I have to do, or deal basically the shit that it, you know. If I have to go through, get hit once to get through a pile of spikes, I'll do it. Or if I want to get past a big group of enemies, I'll get hit and just go through them. I abuse those invincibility frames like mad, let's just say. And that's how I actually learned to play my Mega Man games, basically. Just even the originals. Mega Man X is just an extension to that. So we have the more or less very limited use of our good old helmet here, even though we got a nice gold band now on it. Yeah, that's one thing that I like they did in future Mega Man X titles, where your things are actually more useful than just 1 or 2 times. Which is good. Yeah. Shows in very... The only thing is I really wish they actually had the ability to go back and be previous Mega Man armors. Except for, you know, number 5. Number 5 has the 4th armor, but nevertheless. And, you know, number 6 had the Falcon armor, but moving on there, or a really bad version of the Falcon armor. But moving on, talking about birds, here's Storm Eagle. Actually, that kind of really went pretty good. So we got his main attacks are wind. He's got a tornado, which, let's just say, if you don't have the dash boots, it is possible, but you gotta be really knowing where to do. If not, you're just gonna be blown off. And now he's gonna do his thing, which I can always seem to hit, but it's gonna be really difficult to actually do it without sound. Yay, okay. So I'm just going to probably guess most of the time. So yes, I was talking about damage shots. So you have your charge attacks, obviously. You have your first charge, which is your green, like the green blast. It's that green blast, yeah. It's on the title screen. Sorry, flashbacks. And you got your bigger blast. And then you get your little pea shooters. And there's also the dash shot, which where you dash and basically shoot, or you dash and shoot thing. Charge shot, which will add a little bit more strength to your shots. And for some reason, if it pings off of anything, it doesn't go straight up like normal. It kind of goes in an arc. So I don't know why that happens. But that Storm Eagle with the Storm Tornado, which I have to say is going to be freaking excellent. It's an excellent weapon in this, and also in Mega Man Power Maverick Hunter X, which I'll get into a little bit more later on, of which one is good. I do have to say, there's the original, and there's the 2.0 Mega Man X remake, which is on the PSP, which I was really hoping that it wasn't on the PSP, because it's a great game, great for downloadable. Like, if it could be downloaded on the PS3, it'd be great. But I'll get into a little bit more later on. So basically, you got this stage. So if you defeat bosses in a certain order before other bosses, the stages will affect. So if I didn't defeat Chill Penguin, none of this would be frozen. And now you're gonna see me fail a bunch of times. Oh, I'm not gonna give up. Come on. So that jump is a little on the difficult side. This is the Xbox, the upgraded X-Buster, which you don't really need to get, because you'll get another X-Buster or Z-Buster later on, basically. Story spoilers. But I always like to get this because I like doing charged up weapon shots of certain weapons. And it's in a completion type of thing. So yes, you got a third upgrade to your shot here. Now I do have to say, it's probably good to master speed with charging, like sliding with charging. Although it's, for me, I have to say, it is really difficult, especially on an old NES controller, which I don't have to do that because I'm doing this on an emulator, obviously, but I do have the actual physical game. I have the Anniversary Collection. But emulator is obviously better, and like I said, I want to get away from it, but again, playing old games on old consoles don't really... I play a virtual console, I guess, which I don't have currently, but nevertheless, we go over here for a sub-tank. But I always have the buttons mapped to what they originally are, because that's how I do it. So for sub-tanks, when your energy is full, if you get any more energy, it goes into the actual sub-tank. So that's pretty much how sub-tanks work in this, which is a fantastic idea. Instead of just buying them or getting them, or finding them, or having to do the damn frickin' stage over and over again just to get like tons. Oh, damn, I didn't slide there. Damn it. It threw me off. Oh, okay. I usually just go through this area. I'd usually do it better, but, you know, seeing how this is an LP, of course I'm cursed. So yes, Flame Mammoth's weakness is Storm Tornado, which I am kind of going in weaknesses order now. So just like anything kind of big and bulky, he does. So yes, that oil can be ignited. For some whatever reason, it's a really lame attack, I have to say. So you can just keep on using the Storm Tornado. I'm going to try to finish him off with a charged up shot here. Oh yes, there we go. Always like to do that. Or if he's above me, boom. Done. So yes, you can also cut his tusk or his trunk off with the boomer cutter, which I could probably display when I fight him again. Just saying, basically. So yes, we get the fire wave. So with my next one, I'll probably go for all the armor upgrades. So I'll probably go to Sting Chameleon's Nest. But until then, I'm going to call it an episode here. I'm going to try to do 2 stages for here. I could probably do 3. No, I'll do 3. I'll do Sting. I'll do Sting. I was going to sign off, but I'll do Sting right now. So technically, I could do Spark Madrill or Spark Madrill, because that's the next weakness in the weakness order, I guess. After Chill. I don't know. You could do Storm Eagle first, and then Flame Mammoth, and then Chill Penguin to kind of go in weakness order, but you won't get the boots. And if you don't have the boots, good luck getting the helmet and the arm cannon. So this guy, I use fire. I don't know why, I just keep on using fire. Now, Fire Wave is quite kind of a little bit of an interesting thing, so because you can actually hang on to it and just kind of be like turbo. And I don't know, I kind of don't like that. I like to just, unless I absolutely have to, I go to Storm Tornado also because it's a freaking bitchin' weapon. And I really don't like this guy because he doesn't have a life bar, so I don't really know what actually does good damage in him or not. You could just keep on shooting him, and I can't hear if it's affecting him or not. Because he goes in with a nice good ting noise. Yes, ting, ting, yes, ting. So, yes. But once he smokes, basically, you're starting to kill his ass. So, basically, you just keep on at him. This is like the only time you have to fight a guy for an armor piece, unless you want to consider the spoiler fights later on, which I won't get into until then. So here we go. We got another capsule. Contains a new type of armor, and this armor is basic armor. It just lowers ups your defense by 50%, or cuts your damage in half, basically. So yes, I always like to go for all the armor pieces unless I'm going for a low percent run, I guess, which I have. Now you can go down here, and I usually like to do this after Launch Octopus, but whatever. Going on. So we got some good old rock guys. I'm kind of getting mixed up from Maverick Hunter X because they have different placement orders of where things are, which is fine because it seems like a kind of a new game, but not a new game at a time. It has good voice acting, and hell, it has a freaking awesome freaking anime freaking OVA basically, well, I don't think it's at the beginning, but you can play it and see kind of where everything kind of came to be just before this game happened, which is great. Actually, it's fantastic if you're into like anime. Now I'm just going to keep on going because the suit is going to take all the brunt of the attacks for me, basically. Alright, let's get this down. Let it fall in the muck a little bit. Now, obviously, I don't have Sting's weakness, which is the boomer cutters. I'm just going to jump out and go in here, ignoring your asses. Yes. So I'm probably just going to use a regular shot. I might try. No, I don't think anything else kind of takes off 2 or 3. Well, not 3. 3 is his probably his weakness. But that's also another thing, is that essentially when Mega Man got his Mega Buster, it started to actually replace some of the weaknesses in the charts, because you could take off 2 to 3 like bars, I guess, by just one blast, and that's sometimes like a fair rare occasion better than a weakness, especially in like the later games, especially when you get into like Mega Man X5 and 6. Oh my goodness, seriously, it's just better to just hit him with charge shots, especially if the freaking weapon is useless. But I'll get into useless weapons later on. So yes, I'm going to... Now this one here is actually kind of very difficult for me because I'm charging up and I'm kind of going with mobility, so my hand is going to be probably cramping up after this a little bit. And he's got his iron tongue. He's like... Alright. So yes, I'm definitely going over the time that I wanted to do, but oh well. I got 3. Alright, let's... I really don't like this guy. Just fighting him normally just takes forever. That's pretty much what I'll just say he has a very cool concept, basically, so I do have to say that. And there we are. He just takes a while. Even on like low HP, like your bar is not big, he's still quite easy, especially with the armor. If you don't have the armor, well, that's going to be another story. So for that, we get Chameleon Sting, and we get full armored. Awesome, there we go. And I'll explain Chameleon Sting later on, because I'm actually going to probably use it on a few times. So that's basically it. So if you like this video, like it. If you want to comment, go ahead. And if you like this video, check out my other ones. And if you like those, maybe subscribe. There you go. So this has been Virgilus, and I hope you like it, and saying farewell and good night.